talking about what's going on with the U.S. and Russia over in Syria, and it's just all fucked, man. And I would do this on a webcam, it's just I can't be bothered to go get off my ass and go get a webcam. So I'm just gonna speak to you guys like this. The big problem is, I mean, hell, we've had ships in the Black Sea, which is the equivalency of Russia's Gulf, for almost 9 months. Now, if you're an American, just humor me here for a minute. Just imagine that Russia had warships in the Gulf of Mexico. What would be our reaction? Our reaction would be like, oh shit, okay, it's time to go fight, we're going to war. Shockingly, they've just been calm about it. But now, apparently, Trump has decided to send our entire Atlantic fleet over there. And I don't think Putin's fucking around whenever he says, if you attack any of the Syrian fucking ships or planes, we will shoot them down. Thus, that would spark an international incident. Not only that, it would probably spark another war. And the U.S. is fighting on too many fronts already, which we already shouldn't be in. Because we're bombing 8 different countries at the time, I believe, right now, as we speak. None of them have attacked us, which is actually a violation of international law. And it's weird how, like, the U.S., I mean, believe me, I'm an American and I love living here, but it's like, why do we get away with every fucking thing, but yet any motherfucker that tries to call us out, like, hell, I live in South Carolina, probably one of the reddest states in the country, and I've been called a communist by some people that live near me. But, so why is it that every time that we do something fucked up, us being the U.S., that violating international law, something like that, like, nobody fucking criticizes us, but as soon as somebody else does it, it's like, oh no, fuck you, you can't do that. Now, listen, I love the U.S., I love living here, but the truth is our government's fucked. I don't care which way you put it. Trump's also started to put in more Goldman and Sachs lackeys, which is fucking god-awful. And just for those of you who don't know what Goldman Sachs is, they basically make their living off of Wall Street and corruption. So instead of draining the swamp, you sort of bring it there, or bring it more closer to Washington. Okay, you're from me. But the most fucked up thing I heard was actually a friend of mine the other day who told me, hey man, don't worry about it, he's not a real... Putin doesn't have the balls. And I'm sitting here thinking, Putin fucking violated Crimea, which is part of Ukraine, which is against international law, and which I do not agree with, but and then people started to bring up Israel. Israel is a hot topic over here because in the South their people are very religious. Obviously, I'm not. But with the thing with Israel, it's like, why do we always have to protect them? I mean, hell, they've got a pretty impressive army. Their soldiers are some of the best trained in the world. Partly because of us. And, I just don't get it. I mean, Israel, they've got a good military. Oh yeah, and also I had this one fundamentalist Christian come up to me and say, read Revelation, the end times are coming. Now, I'll be honest with you guys, I really don't think that any world war is about to start. Like, I don't think it'll ever get that high. Not right now, at least, because it would be mutual mass destruction. Everybody would die. But all it takes is that one person that doesn't give a fuck, and all of us could be dead. Now, some people are probably going to try to spin this as positive. I already know that, but those fucking people are morons. So there's nothing really positive to take away from this except that except for that the U.S. is warmongering, but not warmongering, but saber rattling again. And if they fucking, I'm telling you, people need to watch what they say. Everybody needs to just chill the fuck out, because eventually one of these days somebody's gonna stop giving a fuck, and they'll kill their entire people. I mean, hell, look at look at North Korea. Their entire population is starving. Hold on. My throat was dry. Now, Russia's in a similar situation, but here comes a big factor about what happens if the U.S. and Russia do go to war. Where does China fall? Because they have to get involved. I know that if it does happen, I can guarantee you that the U.S. will be... Well, the U.K. will be with the U.S., Canada will be with the U.S., but China's the big thing, because the U.S. and China both rely on each other too much economically. And I don't think one cannot sustain a decent economy without the other. We're just too codependent on each other. But there again lies the question. If you had an opportunity to rid a problem of yours, that obviously being the U.S., because we're never going to pay them back, let's just be honest about that. But if you had a chance to rid a problem and just start all over, would you do it? And that's what people have really got to ask themselves, because this is a scary situation, man. People are hyped up about North Korea. North Korea, I don't think. Well, they may be able to hit Hawaii, but they sure as hell are not as much of a threat as Russia is. Because Russia has, I think, what, around 10,000 warheads, yeah. We have 7,800. If that fucking happens, we're all dead. But, anyways, I'm gonna stop talking about that now, because it gets me terrified. I'm just gonna play the game. I get it, you're waiting. Alright, come on. Really, you give me a scorpion to start out with? Okay. Fine. Still, I mean, it just terrifies me with what we're doing here. What the fuck? Saber rattling again. I'd pay for somebody just to impeach that goddamn Cheeto. Fuck, not what I wanted to do, not what I wanted to do. Okay, where are they at? I've always wanted to go to a beach like this, but I never had the opportunity to. Oh shit, nope. Stay back. Back, you fucking bastard, back. Oh, that worked. Somewhat. Ah, shit. Go away. Hey, no, go the fuck away. Go away, no. Bad bear. Bad bear, go away. Great, how many bullets I have left in the clip? Okay, should be good. Where in the hell are these people? Oh, they're over there. Oh, that's friendly, okay. But once again, it's just absolutely fucking terrifying. Yeah. And it honestly does scare me. Because, you know, I don't want to go out that way. If I'm going to go out anyway, I don't know, like... I always thought that if I was going to go out somewhere, like, I would want to go out in a blaze of glory. But having my skin, like, melted off doesn't seem like the right way to go. You know, it sort of sucks living here in the South and having more of a left-wing opinion, if you know what I mean. Like, a more of a liberal view. Because you get ridiculed. I mean, hell, I got called an idiot the other day. Which, obviously, you know, I would expect, because we don't share the same political views. Which is fine, you can think whatever the fuck he wants, but... I'll just see what this guy's got, then. There are still those that think that Trump's a good president, even though, even though he's had, last time I checked, it was 37% approval rating. That may have gone down after this. But yeah, last time I checked, it was at a 37% approval rating. Congress always floats between 9 and 12. I mean, and it's sad, you know, like, we elect these motherfuckers to do something for us, but they never do it. I mean, it's like, yeah. If you're going to elect these guys, like, actually do your fucking research. Don't just elect somebody because what party you stand on. Elect somebody because you want to. Look into their ideals, and if they match up good with yours, good, vote for them. If they don't, fuck them. Because people have got to remember that technically, the majority does have the power to mess with the minority. And if we can get corrupt politicians and money out of politics completely, then we're good. We're golden. There's nothing else. I mean, well, there's still the problem of things like universal housing, universal health care, funding CHIP. And for those of you who don't know what CHIP is it is Child Health Insurance Program. It's for kids that whose parents make more than is allowed for Medicaid, but they still make less to qualify for higher up programs. Yes, and another thing is, like, the U.S.'s military is just, our military is bloated beyond fucking hell. Like, I really don't get why we have to have such a giant military. I guess just to puff up your chest and say, hey, look at me, motherfuckers. No. Don't, because even if we cut our military spending in half, we would still have more than the next 8 countries combined on military. I was just talking to a British friend of mine the other day, and he said that they're putting in $6.5 billion in their military. That's nothing compared to what we put in. Hell, I forget how much Trump signed that bill for, but it was something around it was over 100 million. I guarantee. I'm pretty sure of that. But $100 million into your military. Whenever you already have the biggest military budget in the world, you have the new F-30s, which are hard as hell to do because we couldn't get them to work right for the first 5 years of development. And then you've got all these different weapons that they're trying to develop and create, and take some more and more money out of the taxpayers, whenever that money could be going to things, like I said, such as universal health care, universal housing, so no homeless person will ever be homeless. the funding of CHIP, 2 years free college, everything like that. I mean, like, all of that could be done if we cut back on our military spending. But we're not going to do that because our country is very well known for being warmongers, which, I mean, dude, it fucking sucks, I'll be honest with you. I mean, like, I've lived here my entire life, but fuck it. I used to be just like everybody else around here. I used to think, oh man, the Republicans have got it, but no, they don't. And granted, neither do most of the Democrats. I mean, Cory Booker, one of the most corrupt people in the world. Don't even get me started on Clinton. I'm not a Clinton supporter, never was. I was a Sanders supporter because Bernie's idea. No, I don't agree with everything on Bernie, but like I think he was way too passive on Israel. But that being said, I mean I like a lot of his ideas. And I don't know when, but I can tell you this much: sometime, and probably most likely in the near future, there's going to be a political revolution because people are sick and tired of getting butt-fucked by their officials on everything. I mean, it pisses us off. It pisses people off, man. I mean, like, granted, but, like, it's hard for me to talk right now. I also have a mild form of Tourette's, so that may also be a bit of the cause, but, it's like that bitch from the NRA, what's her name? Dana something. She was facing up against a, facing up against a, survivor of the Florida Parkland shootings. And she's like an NRA spokesperson, you know what I mean? It's just awful, man. I mean, she basically ridiculed the kid because he wants gun reform. Well, not reform, but gun control. And hell, more than the majority of Americans do too. But see, that's the problem. Even with over 90% of people wanting a universal background check, they still don't do it. And you wanna know why? It doesn't fucking fill their agenda. The NRA, I guarantee you, the NRA is donated to probably more of the Republicans, but probably also to some of the more corporate Democrats. Because they have a lot of money at their disposal, and if they know how to use it right. People can be bought. That's the thing. Ideas can't. And that's what pisses me off. It's like people think, okay, well, lobbyists think, okay, listen, I'll give you such and such amount of money if you do X, Y, and Z next time at the vote. And people take it, of course, but wait, we need to get some people in there who don't give a flying fuck about money in politics. Because then they can tell them, no, go fuck yourself. I'm not doing it, you stupid piece of shit. And like I said, I have a mild form of Tourette's, so it's a bit hard for me to speak right now. But it's just, it's a lot of things that are all like being combined up into one, and I just needed somewhere to talk without being ridiculed, especially in my own city and town. As I said, I live in a very conservative state, South Carolina, where not a lot of people will even hear me out. So this is sort of my, I guess you could say, I'm not going to use the word safe space, but platform. This sort of helps me air all my grievances, I guess you can say. But and if you're wondering why I can't run right on this game, it's because my fucking left analog stick on this controller's messed up. Fuck. So it's L3 to run, but I can't really do it that well. And, you know, like, the actual saddest part about this is that people still look at Trump and think, oh yeah, man, he gonna drain the swamp. He gonna drain that swamp. Yes, he is. It's like, open your fucking eyes. Do your fucking research. The guy he actually ran for president once before as a third-party candidate. I can't remember what year, but... And plus, he was a Democrat for the longest time. I know that he probably voted for Clinton back in the '08 election. I can guarantee you that, because he was the one that started all that fucking birther nonsense. I mean, hell, I don't like Ted Cruz, but at least he admits, like, okay, yeah, I was born in Canada, but I believe his mother is a U.S. citizen. So, but that's a whole different ballgame there of itself. God damn, I'm tired. You know, but game of politics, it's people say it's like chess. The hell it is. Because in chess can be simple, it can be hard, but politics, yeah, at least in this country, the people never get what they want. I mean, unless it's like a massive uproar, like the legalization of marijuana. If the U.S. was smart, they would realize it and tax that shit. I mean, wait, look at Washington State, look at Colorado, look at Oregon. All these great weed industries. They're also making a shit ton of money off of it too. Which is great. I mean, it's great for their economies. Yes. And people are like, oh, well, kids will get it. No, the fuck they won't. Colorado and all those states that I just named, I believe you have to be 21 to buy it. And I'm not advocating for kids smoking here, but if like a teenager was to get his hands on weed instead of, say, heroin, okay, you know, I mean, weed's a lot better than heroin. I mean, hell, weed's better for you than alcohol. But yet, they lifted the ban on booze and after Prohibition, but weed is still legal. Got it. You fucking psychopathic pieces of goddamn horse shit. Thanks for whoever just saved my ass there. I'm going for it, so, alright. But, yeah, I mean, there's very few things that I actually enjoy anymore, considering that, you know, like, my past and both my parents dying before I was 18, my only biological sibling dying before I was 18, so, you know, it's sort of hard for me to open up, let's say, because I'm just afraid that if I do, something will happen, like, I'll lose something that I held dear again, and it's the one thing that terrifies me the most. I mean, my stepfather, after my dad died, my stepfather, basically picked up where my dad left and raised me like his own, and how I call him dad. I got a little sister. Well, she's technically adopted, but, well, no, not even adopted, but I still love her as my sister. I mean, and now he's getting remarried, which you know, I'm happy for him. And I am. I'm happy for him. I want him to be happy. My mom would have wanted him to be happy, and he said that he was scared to tell me because that he thought I would flip out. Granted, probably about a year ago I would have. it's just weird, man. I mean, like, I've probably got a couple funerals I'm about to go up to. My great grandfather's not doing so good. My other my great grandmother on the opposite side of my family in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, she's not doing so well either. And I don't know. I mean, like, whenever life hits you, it hits you fucking hard, and you better be ready to take it. I've learned that the hard way. Yeah. I mean, right now I'm just, I don't know what I am, to be honest with you. I'm somebody that's still trying to find his place in the world. I'm somebody that is still trying to... It's still trying to hopefully find what he can do. Because I don't know what's wrong with it. I mean, hell, maybe I'm just still inside of a man's body. Maybe I'm still just a sad little kid wanting his parents. Who knows? Yes. But I mean, I'm off work today, so I figured I'd just come in here and shoot the shit. And I don't know. It's just depressing, though, to be quite honest with you. I mean, there's not a day that goes by that I don't think about not only my family that are dead, but my family that are living. I mean, I haven't been able to see my grandmother in a while.
Team deathmatch.
But I really don't know anymore. Like, at this point, I've decided I'm just about ready to give up. Probably made a mistake giving those guys mortars. Oh, right in the side of my head. But like I said, I'm probably just that little boy that wants his parents back were taken from him. That's probably all I am, to be quite frank and honest with you. Really, I was pressing on. Okay, fuck it. Okay, quit psyching yourself out. You gotta do what you came here to do. Oh yeah, I forgot. I put that as your die in one shots. Oh, the Yeti got to her. Too bad I can't make the Yeti die in one shot. Alright, well, I'm gonna end this, so thank you for listening. Thanks to the one person that came in here.